with you a technique that I find really, really useful, especially when I'm trying to make a decision about something or figure something out. So if you think about our inner voice, what is the inner voice? Now, the inner voice is the part of our mind that we have switched on. So there'll be two voices usually, a really loud one and then a really quiet one. It's interesting how I'm gesturing where mine are. So I can hear a really loud voice that is kind of like obvious and usually the one in control. And then there's this tiny little mouse-like voice that we often ignore. So those two voices are the ones I'm sort of talking about. That's kind of your inner voice. Your loud voice is usually governed by concerns or problems, worries, so it'd be anxiety, fear, anger. That will be the very kind of loud voice because it wants to get your attention to keep you safe. And this tiny little voice is the voice of reason, the voice of wisdom, the part of you that kind of has a bigger picture scenario. So think about this. When you've got something to deal with, a situation to deal with that requires your attention, you will have this one kicking off, but also you'll have this one telling you the right way to go. But quite often this one takes precedence because it's louder and it's much more, what's the word? It's got the microphone basically. So what if we're able to tune into both those voices, but also do something a little bit different? Imagine you have something to deal with, like, I don't know, should I take this new job that I've been offered? What I would like you to imagine is that you ask your head to answer the question first. So your head, logic, intelligence, that kind of rational thinking. Your head will have a loud voice answer and a quiet voice answer. And just note those answers down. Then ask your heart the same question. Should I take this new job? Your heart will have a big emotional loud voice, but it will also have a small tiny voice at the same time. So just tune into that kind of awareness and note those answers down. And then ask your gut. Your gut, I feel, is literally the combination of your head and your heart. So the head is very analytical, very logical. The heart is very emotional and dramatic. The gut kind of combines those two voices, the loud as well as the small, into this beautiful packaged answer. And your gut voice, it won't be loud. It will just be a quiet little voice. And that's why they talk about the gut instinct. That's why they talk about the gut intuition. The gut knows best. So when you tune into your gut, you start to hear things differently. It dampens down the loud voice of the mind and the loud voice of the heart. And it starts to really consolidate the quiet voices. And it's the quiet voice that has all the wisdom in it and that knows all the answers. So try this. Try this with any scenario or any question you might have, and let me know if it works for you, because it definitely works for me. Anyway, have a good rest of your day. I will speak to you another time. Bye.